Hello, welcome to Board Game TV. It's Shadow Sunday, and we're playing Shadows of Brimstone, and we're going to be playing Feeding the Beast, the second and final part of our Crimson Hand mini campaign. Just a real quick word. This is the last adventure for all the adventure packs, or villain packs if you call them, which is the werewolves, the vampires, the Crimson Hand, Black Fang, Hellfire Succubi, and the Lost Army. Now, if you are an avid collector of Shadows of Brimstone, highly recommend you get all these adventure packs. They're all good. All the enemies are different. They add tons of variation. You can plug them into any campaign, or you can do like I do and just have them in the campaign, and they are highly worth it. Which one you go for first, because we all are, we're not all millionaires. We don't have a bunch of money lying around. And if you're like me, you probably have to scrimp and save and maybe get one at a time, or wait till like a tax rebate time or birthday time or Christmas time or something to get stuff like this. And so you may have to pick and choose what you want to get first. And that was my whole goal from playing these adventure packs, was to show you, give you taste, 2 adventures for each one, give you a taste here and a taste there, and just show you how they play, what thematically what they're like. And it really just depends on your theme. If I were to pick, just because theme wise, if you get the Blasted Waste, you get an Indian tribe in that. The Crimson Hand are okay. The Hellfire Succubi really add a new villain group to the Caverns of Cinder, which gives that one more depth. So I would recommend getting that one. The Lost Army is really good, but in the end they're just zombies. And you kind of already have those if you have the Swamps of Death. So my personal recommendation would be the vampires and the werewolves first, and then the Hellfire Succubi. Just because vampires and werewolves add a new monster group that you can't have anything kind of even like that to your gameplay experiences. But like I said, it's really just based on preference. But and this is another side note. I got the Magma Giant, Cthulhu, the Ancient One, and a couple other things for Flying Frog's Halloween sale. So now I have every Shadows of Brimstone product except for maybe a few heroes and the Allies pack, because an Allies pack never really kind of interested me. So I have every monster you can get, every pack you can get, except for the Allies, because I tend to be a completionist and want as much variety as I can. And the adventure packs are some of the best ones for your money that you can get. So if you are a Shadows of Brimstone enthusiast, I highly recommend you at least get a couple of the adventure packs when you can get them. You never know when they're going to go out of stock, when Flying Frog comes back and gets them in stock and all that kind of stuff. And that's one of the beauties about this game, is all the different variety. So highly recommend that. But I hope my little playthroughs gave you a taste of which one you would like to get. Well, enough going off on a tangent here. Let's get to the adventure. It says, raiding local towns and inns during the night, the Crimson Hand have been collecting unwary travelers and townsfolk to use as sacrificial offerings to an ancient evil, a creature of terrible darkness that they wish to bind to their will. Whispers and rumors have been heard that this is no ordinary sect of the order, but one that is led by an inquisitor of the Crimson Hand. Feared for their ruthless methods and vile cunning, the enigmatic inquisitors are known to be higher officials in the order. If these townspeople are allowed to be devoured by the beast, who knows what greater evil will be unleashed next by the Inquisitor and his Order of the Crimson Hand. And we do have the Inquisitor. We're going to meet him. Here he is right here. The Crimson Hand gets better, more artifacts and stuff they have. So we'll see how hard he is in this one. But like I said, I want to give you a taste. I mean, they're just, honestly, the Crimson Hand are kind of like bandits that you get from the frontier town, but more stronger and with a few more little abilities. So that's them. Now, the trait card I pulled, was random. And it is Acolytes of the Black. It says, any turn in which the hold back darkness roll is failed, the Crimson Hand get an extra activation, move, attack, etc. at initiative 8 as well as their normal initiative level. So that could be a mixed blessing, a mixed bag, because if we don't have any on the board and we do the hold back darkness, well, it's not going to affect anything. So that could kind of be a weaker trait. But, you know, I picked it randomly and we're going to go with it. But, however, if we're fighting and we hold back the darkness, then that could be a big problem because they're going to get, you know, to keep going. We have our federal group going. We're at level 3. So let's see what this thing is set up. Okay, so we place 3 story character tokens on the depth track, one just below each stage of the track. These are the townsfolk that have been taken by the Crimson Hand and tied up as offerings to the great and terrible creature. Okay, so you see, I have that. Here's our story character tokens, one below each track. At the start of the mission, the heroes may choose any 2 of the exploration tokens to remove from the stack before the adventure begins. I already did that, so we're good. The heroes are racing against time to defeat the Crimson Hand and save the kidnapped townsfolk before they are devoured by the creature. Whenever the darkness moves forward on the depth track because the hold back the darkness roll was failed, it moves 1 extra space. So it's going to move 2 spaces. That's terrible. Whenever the darkness marker moves forward on the depth track and crosses into a new stage, any story character token on the stage of the track that the darkness has moved out of is devoured by the creature. Remove that story character and immediately add D3 Growing Dread cards to the stack. Okay. Whenever the heroes find a clue icon, they have discovered a sacrificial altar that holds one of the tied up townspeople. After resolving any encounter attacks there, select a random story character token from the deck track to rescue. So we do it randomly. So, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we could get lucky and rescue that one first. So we'll see. And remove the token and each hero may recover a grip. When the heroes find the 3rd clue, they have reached the inner sanctum of the Crimson Hand hideout. Ignore any attacks. Also ignore any door gates. Reveal all Growing Dread cards. And the heroes must face an epic threat selected from only those include Crimson Hand and Inquisitor. It's going to be the usual. We're only going to, whenever you attack, we're only going to attack by Crimson Hand. Of course, the Inquisitor will show up at the end as an epic threat. Then we're going to roll the peril die and see how many Crimson Hand regular owl guys we fight against. In addition, if 1 story character token has been devoured by the creature, add 2 extra threat cards to the fight. If 2 story character tokens have been devoured, add an extra epic threat to the fight, selected only from those that includes. Okay, what's going to happen? Now, this is the one I'm going to change now because we've done all these other beasts. What I'm going to do is if 1 story character has been devoured, we're not going to add 2 story character. We're not going to add an extra threat card to the fight. What we're going to do is we're going to roll a peril die. And if 2 story characters have been devoured, we got an extra threat card. We're going to roll the peril die an extra 2 times. So we can roll it 3 times. So we can have as many, in theory, we can have as many as 12 Crimson Hand guys on the board. Alright, for each story character token rescued, every hero gains 200 and may draw a loot card. So that's pretty good. Alright, so that's where we're at. So let's just have a look again at the Crimson Hand, in case you missed it. For the first video, they have initiative of 3. They have a ranged attack, 1 shot, 5 damage. This enemy does +1 damage on all of its combat hits for each wound marker it currently has on it. This enemy cannot take more than 3 wounds from any single hit. At the start of the fight, draw 1 artifact card for this enemy group. Each Crimson Hand gains +1 health for every full $100 of value that artifact is worth. When the Crimson Hand are defeated, roll a d6. On a 5+, the hero who killed the last model may take this artifact. And we'll get to the Inquisitor when we do the last round. But they have 3 health, 2 defense, 2 combat, 3 damage, 4 range, 5 melee. Okay, so let's hope. I remember last game we got lucky one time and drew a low value, dollar value artifact, and that really helped. Because if you have something that's like $800, you're in trouble. So whew, let's not have that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's start getting ready to go. And of course, you know, first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll back the darkness. Now, there's been some questions. See these dice here. These are 8-sided dice. Now, I ordered the Magma Giant, and I got it. And of course, you know, that was introduced at GameCon this past year. And it was kind of like, you know, an exclusive thing, but they finally put it on the store. It's a limited thing. It was never in the Kickstarter or anything like that. That's who comes with, that's why you get these dice. These dice come with the Magma Giant. He uses 8-sided dice, and so Flying Frog, when you order him, you get extra 8-sided dice besides the one you get with the game. So there were some questions about the 8-sided dice, or you know, why did you get it, and who's it come with, and that kind of thing. And it comes with the Magma Giant. I'll show him off eventually. Okay, so we got a 7, so we do pass our hold back the darkness roll. So let's go ahead and go. Alright, our Indian Scout, he rolls a 5. He has +1 move. Let's see if he has any extra move here. No. No. Okay, so he has a 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a map tile here. The mining lift. Alright. Okay. Go ahead and put this on here. There we go. Let's go ahead and move our track up 1. Alright, so we're good. Let's put our expiration token down on the board, and we're good to go. Okay, the Marshal. He rolls a 1. That is... Okay, I guess he'll get a grit. I don't like that, though. Does he have an extra move he can do? Does he have anything that gives him an extra move? He does not. So he'll just move 1. And the Preacher. And he rolls a 3. And he doesn't have an extra move or nothing like that. So, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we get. And we have an encounter with 1 door. Alright. Let's figure out which door is going to be the way out. Number 1 is going to be the way out. Okay. Alright, let's do our encounter then. A scurrying flood of swarming rats pour through the passage from ahead, biting and gnashing at everything in their path like a hungry sea of hate. I have to do a strength 5, get 15 experience for each 5+ rolled. If you fail, we must discard 1 sideband token and take d6 wounds, ignoring defense. Okay, we'll start with our Indian. He has a strength of 2, 3. Yeah, damn it, I dropped the dice as usual. Okay, well, he passed on that twice, as a matter of fact, so he's going to gain 30 experience. Okay, our Marshal, he has 3 strength. he passed once. And the preacher, he has 3 as well. Yeah. Okay, well, he failed. But I think what I may do is I think I may spin a grit and let him re-roll 1 die. That's not good that he failed that. All 4s. Okay, well, he failed. Okay, so he has to discard the side bat token. He had the dynamite. That's not good. And he has to take D6 wounds. 4 wounds. Alright, well, that is not a good start there. But there's nothing we can do about it, so... yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, we didn't 8. Well, we got double 4s, and that is falling rubble. Each hero in the mines immediately takes D6 hits. Okay, so the Indian is going to take 1 hit. Can he pass it? Yes. The marshal is going to take 3 hits. And he passes 2 of them, so he's only going to take 1 damage. Okay. And our preacher takes 2 hits. He fails both of them. Well, he's not doing so good. He may have to do a little self-healing there. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. Our Indian's going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to put him there. We'll get a new map tile. And, let's see, it's forked path. No, it's here somewhere. There it is. Let's go ahead and move this up. 1. Let's put exploration token down. Alright, let's go our marshal. 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and the preacher. 1, 2, 3. And then the preacher's going to do a little healing on himself. Okay, he got a 7, that's good. He's going to get 10 experience for healing. And he's going to heal 3 health. He's going to spend. So he's going to heal 2. Now you're going to have 2 left. Okay, let's see what we get here. Alright, we have 2 encounters. We have 1 door out. Let's see which door it is. 2. So it's going to be that way. So we're going to move back that way. Great. Okay, let's see what we have. Hanging bodies. The ceiling is covered in hanging bodies that sway in the drafty air and drip, drip, drip as a warning to those who would dare. Lore 5. Alright, well, let's hope the Lord he fails. The Indian's going to be the only one because they haven't moved in there yet. So that's one of the few things I change on that because it doesn't make thematic sense. They haven't seen the bodies. They're not there yet. He has a lore of 3, 4. 5, actually. Alright, so he's going to gain 40 experience points. And he passed. Okay, well, that's our first encounter. Second encounter, stolen arsenal. The room is stockpiled with weapons and munitions as well as maps of nearby towns with notes about a plan to attack. Choose. The heroes may collectively discard. Well, we don't have 2 dynamites. Search for anything of value. Okay. We're gonna have to scavenge. I don't want to ignore it because I don't want that to happen. We don't have 2 dynamite tokens, so we're gonna have to scavenge. So let's scavenge. We just don't want to roll any ones. Huh. Okay, well, I didn't roll any 6s. I didn't roll any 1s. So basically, nothing's gonna happen. Okay, well, let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Alright, well, we failed that one. So this thing's going to move 2 steps forward. We're going to get a darkness card here. Anytime a hero takes 1 or more wounds from a demon enemy, okay, well, that's fine. Alright. So we failed. Now the Indian, I'll just roll for his movement. I don't really think he's going to move that much, and he's not. The Marshal's going to go. He rolled a 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's right there. He's kind of caught up. Let's do the preacher. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's caught up with him. Let him do a faith healing. He passed. He's gonna heal 3, so he's fully healed. Okay. And now nothing happens, so now we'll just go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, failed it again. So we got problems going on here. Alright, let's see here. All void enemies are +1 combat. Okay, I'm starting to roll like crap. Alright, the Indian's gonna go. He rolls 2. 1, 2, 3. Marshall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, he rolls a 1. Yeah, he doesn't have a +1 move though. So he gets a grit though. Okay, and that'll be it. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, that's 6. We're gonna fail that, but however, let me see if I have something here. Move more, no. 1 Rebel Haze, no. Let's see here. Cancel a darkness or a growing dread card? No. I can cancel darkness cards. Okay, I'm gonna use 2 grit to re-roll the hold back the darkness and see if we can get it past, because I don't want that story character to die, or any story character to die. No, damn it. Okay, let me see. All right, there's that. Okay, well, 1 story character is going to die. We're going to have a problem. So here we go. We're going to see which one dies. Okay, well, it's going to be him, the last guy. So he is done. He's out. We lost a story character. The darkness has devoured him because we're going to move that. Let me see what happens. Oh yeah, and immediately add D3 growing dread cards to the stack. Okay, so first of all, we're going to move this 2. Alright, now we're going to put a growing dread card on the stack as normal, and now we're going to add low roll. Okay, 1 extra one. Okay, and that's whatever we get for not making our hold back the darkness rolls. This is terrible. Okay, the Indian's going to go 1, 2. Alright, I think I'll just take this off. Let's see what we have. Rail tunnel. There we go. We're going to go like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll just stick them there. Let's move this here. Okay. Put an exploration token, and we're done. Okay, the marshal's going to go 2, 1, 2, and the preacher 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, let's see what we get. We have another 1 exit, 1 encounter. Man, I'm not getting any clue icons whatsoever, so I'm having some bad luck. Alright, let's see which way is our way out. 2, straight ahead. So this way. Okay, let's have our encounter. On one end of the chamber, it looks as though someone had been digging into the wall. Tools and rocks litter the floor, and a strange object rests half buried in stone. Dust still hangs in the air, and torches burn on the ground. Someone was just here digging this out. Each hero on this map tile may make the following test once his card is revealed, and then may give up their move to make the test again in future turns. Okay, for each 6+ roll, place a marker here. Alright, once there are twice as many markers here as there are heroes, you have dug out an item, draw an artifact. While there are any heroes on this map tile, the next time the whole back roll of darkness has failed, ambush attack. Yee. Okay, so let's go ahead. He has a strength of 3. I got no 6s, and that bumped into that. So, yeah. And let's go ahead and do a hold back to darkness, because that's what we got to do. Okay, I got a 9 that time, so that was actually pretty good. So let's keep going. Indian's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's just going to stay there. I have another one of those. Another rail tunnel. Okay, well, alright, let's move this. Kind of creeping around here. He's going to stay there. But we do put an exploration token on there. Let's do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll for the marshal. Okay, he rolls a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move this up. I got to move that up. And the preacher, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, let's have our exploration, and we have 2 exits. We have a growing dread card getting added to the stack. Yeah. But we do have our first clue. And we have an encounter. Okay, so let's see what it says when we have a clue. Whenever the hero finds they have discovered after resolving it. Okay. And each hero may recover grit. Okay, first let's do our encounter. See what we have. Draw a darkness card. Well, that's terrible. Excuse me. Alright, power of the void. Okay, alright, so everybody's going to recover grit. Okay, and we rescue one of these guys, so 1 through 3, and then 4 through 6. Okay, we got lucky because we rescued this one. This is our rescued guy there. Now, as soon as the next clue icon, it buys us a little time, because if we find another clue icon, we rescue that one. And that thing's moving, so we do have a couple turns. Okay, let's keep going. Hold back the darkness. And we failed. So this thing's going to move twice. And we get a darkness card here. Okay, swarm of rats. Each hero takes 2 corruption hits. Gains 20 experience as mass. Let's pass an agility 4. Okay. Do an Indian first. He passes 1, so he's going to take 1 corruption. Okay, he passes both of his, and the preacher passes both of his. Okay, everybody's gaining 20 experience. Okay, and then let's see. He doesn't have a side bad token, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's do it for these guys. Chili 4. Yeah, okay, 4. Alright, passes. Has a 3. And he passes. Okay. Alright. Let's roll for darkness. We got 11, so we're good. And let's have our Indian Scout go. He rolls a 1, so he's only going to move 2. 1, 2. He is at his max grit, actually, so he can't carry anymore. Okay. So the marshal's going to go. That gives him a chance to catch up. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. And the preacher. 2. 1, 2. Okay, now let's roll for darkness. 7. Ooh, still lucky on that. Okay, and now the scout will go. God dang it, he rolls a 1 again. 1, 2. The marshal. He rolls a 1, so let's move him 1. He's going to gain a grit. We are not having some lucky rolls here. And the preacher, 1, 2, 3. I mean, we're not having lucky rolls at all. I mean, I don't get that, but that's fine. Move these away so I know which ones. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for darkness again. Okay, we got it. 7 again. Alright, lucky 7. The Indian Scout. Okay, he rolls a 1 again. So he's going to go 1, and we'll move him 1 more. A Cavern of Bones. Ugh. God, dog, man, the unluckiness with that. And that is going to be this, yeah. Two. Let's put our exploration token on the board. Let's have that there. Let's move the marshal. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the preacher. 1, 2. Okay, so let's see what we get here. An encounter, and every exit is open. Okay, that's fine. And our clue icon. So we can rescue. Let's move this off the board. We can rescue our final survivor. So 2 of the survivors are good. Let's have our encounter. Tracks in the dust. There are some kind of footprints in the dust leading to a collapsed section of the wall, and they seem fresh. There may be something back there. Choose an exit to the room that is blocked with an end cap. If there are none, discard and draw a new encounter. Okay, I have to discard and draw a new encounter then. Alright, trail of blood. A trail of dark red blood is smeared along the floor here, splattering the walls as it passes through a doorway or turns a bend in the path. Is this the mark of a careless beast or a cunning trap to lure you into following? Okay, one guy is successful. We're going to do the marshal. And he's successful. There's a 5. If successful, you follow a trail with the inside a broken and twisted form, too mangled to even tell what it can be. Gain 20 experience, and you may look at the top map card and choose to either discard it or put it on top of the deck. Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it. It's the vault. Alright, so he's going to gain 20 experience for that. And now we're going to put that over there. Come on. Let's roll for darkness. 5. Okay. So we're going to move this 1, 2. Let's see what we get. When that darkness moves 1 or more spaces forward on the depth track, every hero takes 1 corruption hit. Or 2 corruption hits of holy. That's a terrible card. So what I'm going to do is once per adventure, cancel a darkness card. I'm going to use this tome and we're going to get rid of this. Okay, the heroes go. The Indian will go. And he rolls a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know it's the vault because I got to see it. Alright. Let's see, it goes like this. It's going to go this way. God, man. What a weird cavern this game. Let's move this off. Alright, put him there. Let's go ahead and move this so we're about even there. Put an exploration token on the board. And let's move the marshal. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the preacher. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's see what we got. We have a gate, but we're not going to have a gate. We're only going to have one exit. And we do have our clue. Oh, okay. So this is... Okay, well... Okay, well that's the third clue. So this is our final showdown. Alright. Let me roll the peril die. I rolled 3. However, I'll have to roll it again because remember we did lose one survivor. Okay, that's another 3. So I have 6 Crimson Hand guys and then the Inquisitor. Now I think he has double initiative. Let's have a look at the Inquisitor. Okay, the Inquisitor gains double and bonus health from the sacred artifact as well as +1 combat for every 100. He's immune to critical hits. Okay, so we have 6 bad guys. Let me end cap this thing. This is a small room. Okay, I guess we caught him in the vault. Alright, let's see here. So I guess I could put the Inquisitor in the back. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Now let's have a gander at our growing dread cards. First, the darkness moves 1 step forward on the darkness track. If this moves into each hero also takes 1 corruption hit. Well, it will do that. Actually, it's going to go here. Okay, so everybody's got to take a corruption hit. So the Indian, he passes. He fails, the marshal. And the preacher passes. Okay, that's 1 growing dread card. Let's look at another here. All heroes need to take 1 corruption hit for each darkstone they're carrying. Okay, well, I'm not carrying any darkstone. I do have a couple of darkstone items. So now the Indian has 3 darkstone items, so let's do him. Okay, he fails 1. So there's that. He has 1 darkstone item. He passed. And the preacher has 1 darkstone item. He failed, so he's going to take corruption. Okay, and that's that growing dread card. And let's see what we have here. All heroes lose 1 grit. Okay, they were all at their max, so it's not too terrible. Okay, so now let's see what artifact they have. And oh man, Bone Dominoes, $425. So let's have a look-see at their sacred thing. +1 health. So that's 4. So now they have 7 health. Okay. However, he is going to get double the bonus health from the. So he's 8 and 3 is 11. So the big guy's at 11, but he's also at +1 combat. Ooh. So that's 6 combat. Eesh, that's terrible. However, they have an initiative of 3. And that can play to our advantage. However, what we have to do, it's a brand new turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness first. And see what happens. Okay, well, that's 10, so we're okay on that. Okay, so we can go first. They have a base initiative of 3. Does anybody have? I know some people have some special abilities. Let's see here. Use 1. No. Here, get +2 initiative. Recover 1 grit. Okay, so we're going to use Battle Scout. Once per adventure, heroes are +2 initiative and recover 1 grit. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody 1 grit back. And they are all +2 initiative. That's on that turn for the Battle Scout. Alright. Should I use the Marshal's badge? I think I should, actually. That'll give everybody +2 shots or +2 combat during their next activation. So yeah, I may do that as well. Yeah, the only problem is these guys have the endurance and cannot take more than 3 wounds. So them being at 7 is pretty bad. So we'll try. Might whittle them down. We'll see. Okay, so let's figure out what I want to do with our Indian here. Let's roll for his movement though first. Okay, he rolls a 5. That's fine. Now he's going to get 4 shots. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to target. We have the Marshal here. I'm going to move him up 1. No. I'm going to keep him here. I'm going to shoot 2 at him and 2 at him. We're going to see how that works. Now I do have the gate rifle. I do get critical hits on a 5 or 6. They're not immune to critical hits. They just can't take more than 3 damage. So let's see what we do. Alright, first 2 shots at the one guy. Alright, 1 crit, 1 regular. Okay, so that's fine. Well, the crit is terrible. Let's re-roll that. Let that 1 there. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that. This is joking me, man. Okay, that's 5. So he's going to take 3. And that's 6, actually. So he's going to take another 3. Because they have a defense of 2. So, I don't know, man. Maybe I should use that 3rd shot to try to kill that guy. Yeah, how about that? How about we take a 3rd shot to try and kill that one guy? Get him off the board. Okay, that's another crit right there. So this guy is dead. So we take this guy off the board. And let's see, we're going to get 10 experience points for that. 40 experience. Yeah, alright, so 40 experience for that. And we do have 1 shot left. Let's try to hit one of these other guys. Alright, it's a crit. That's 3 damage on him. So we'll put 3 on that guy right there. Okay, it's the Marshal's turn. Let's see what he does for his movement. Okay, well he's got a 4. I think he'll stay there as well. Of course, he has a shotgun. He's going to roll an 8-sider. Now he's going to get 3 shots. And if he can kill, he can get an extra 1. So let's do our first shot. Oh, that's a 1. So let's re-roll that with a grit. That's an 8. That's a crit. Okay, so he's going to do 3 damage. On 1 shot. Alright, let's do his second shot. That's another crit. Okay, so we know he's getting at least 1 damage on that. So that's fine. So he kills this guy. So this guy's off the board. That means he's going to get an extra shot because of his double shot. And then we're going to clean up the west, so we're going to heal 1 wound. We're going to gain 50 experience for that. Okay. So he has 2 more shots he can do. Okay, I think he'll target this guy right here. Let's see what he can do. Okay, well that's a miss. We'll reroll with the grit. That's a miss, okay. And his last shot, okay, that's a crit. That's 4 damage. He can do 3 to that one. Okay, so we'll put 3 on him. Okay, and now for our preacher's turn. Okay, he rolls a 1. Yeah, he's full grit, so he can go ahead and roll again. Okay, I have to take it that time. Okay, so well, I'll move him 1. Okay, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do smite. And let's see, I'm going to try to hit one that has not been hit. I think I'm going to go for him because I can see him. Okay, I got double 6s, 12. So that's going to be fine. I passed my 9+. I'm going to gain 10 experience for that. And then at level 3, which I am, I'm going to roll a d8. They have no defense. Okay, that's 5. Now, if you know my home rule type thing, okay, dynamite, they're human, okay. I don't, with endurance on dynamite and stuff like smite, I don't count that. Because that doesn't make sense to me. I don't care what your endurance is. If somebody were to throw a grenade or a stick of dynamite and it blows up right on you, pieces of you are going to be flying all over the place. I could understand something like that for, you know, an alien that regenerates, or a vampire. Well, hell, even a vampire, I still think that would be different. I just don't believe that. I mean, and these guys are humans, so you could say, well, they have tough endurance because they've done magical spells and stuff like that, but still doesn't matter. And I count the smite the same way. This is an holy, divine power, and it would burn through that endurance. So that's what I do with that. So we're going to put 5. I may use a grit and re-roll, because I can kill this guy if I roll good enough. So let's do that. Okay, I rolled a 7. So that was worth it, because that will kill him. Okay, so we whittled it down. Alright, we whittled it down to what we have. However, they're going to get to go now. So let's go ahead and the Inquisitor will go last, and the regular ones will go first. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll have him attack him. And I know they do the shootout thing, but I'm not a big fan of the shootout rule as well. If you watch my videos, I'm not a big fan of that. I like to think they're optional, and that maybe certain enemies have to use them, but certain ones don't. So he's going to go. He's expressly going to attack the Marshal. Okay, so he does get 1 shot. Now, it says here they get extra combat. See, I don't know if I should do. If I should, they are stronger with combat. I mean, well, the Inquisitor is. So, I think what I'll do, I think I'll just have him shoot at him. Why not? And they only have 2 combat, but they can miss one and do less damage, or they can. Well, okay, I think, yeah, he's not wounded, so he's not going to have any zealot ability. So I think I'll just do the shot. Let's see what we do with the first one. He misses. Okay. Now this guy's wounded. So he's going to do +1 damage on all its combat hits for each wound marker it currently has. And what I may do with him is I may go ahead and just move him up and let him do just regular combat. So he's going to do he's got 2 combat, and let's see what he can do. Okay, he hits on both of them. Now, let's see if the Marshal can dodge these. He dodges 1. So he's going to get hit. So he's going to take 3 + 3, 6 damage. So it would have worked out better if he would have been shot. However, once per turn you may re-roll a single defense roll. Well, let me do that. Okay, well then never mind. He didn't take any damage. Okay, this guy is going to move here, and I think he's going to attack the Indian, and he's going to shoot at him, and he hits him. But can the Indian ignore that? He can, so that's a miss. Okay, and then we have the Inquisitor. Now he has a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to send him here, and he's going to get in their face. And the reason being is because he is extra combat. He is 6 combat. And he will attack the Indian. Okay, well that was a 2 hits. Wow. See if the Indian can block any of those. He blocks 1. See, I have anything I can let him re-roll? I do not. So he's going to take. Okay, so he does 3, and then plus, I think he's +1 for every. Let's see that. See, he's gains double and sacred, and well, it's +1 combat. Okay, well then no, he's only going to do 3 damage in. That's not too bad. He doesn't get extra damage; he just gets extra combat. Okay, now to hold back the darkness, and you know, remember this thing will hurt us if we don't make this roll. So let's make it. And we got double 6s. Look at this. Wow. All right. So, all right. Wow. We may immediately heal D6 wounds, recover 1 grit. Okay. So let everybody, or recover 1 grit. I think what I'm going to have everybody do is recover 1 grit. That helps us out. So that was really good. So now it is our turn. Now, we're going to start with the Indian. And the Inquisitor is right up in his damn face. So what I'm going to do is the Indian is going to attack him with his vicious axe. And I'm going to use my grit to get +2 combat. So that's actually going to give me 4 combat. Now he's immune to critical, that guy is, so there's that. Okay, well that was a horrible roll. I only hit on 1. I have no other grit to do. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's fine. and I rolled a 2. I do no damage to him whatsoever. So that was just bleh. Okay, the marshal has that one guy sitting right in front of him. Well, let's roll for the Indian's movement. I never. Ah, he got another grit. So actually, I can use that grit and try to re-roll that 2. So let's try to do that. That's 3. Okay, it says 1 hit on him. Actually, he does +1 damage. So that's 2 hits on him. Okay. All right, let's do the marshal now. Let's go ahead and do that. And he's got his shotgun. He's gonna try to pop that guy. Okay, that's a miss. So we'll re-roll the grit. Okay, that's a crit. That's fine. Okay, he does 3 damage. So hit the guy right in front of him. Does 3. You know, I forgot to roll for his freaking movement too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's 1 away from dying. And let me see. Okay, he didn't do anything. Okay, but that is the end of his turn because he only gets 1 shot. Now, the preacher will go. And let's roll for his movement. Okay, and I'm going to try to smite again. So let's try that. Or I can try to hit. Well, I could try to hit the Inquisitor. Let me see what I want to do with that. Let's see. Reroll. I can do a Holy Strike. Reroll a to hit roll. Okay, so I have that. Okay, I am +1 combat. So I have 3 combat. Okay, let's just try that. 3 combat. Well, or I could smite. No defense. You know what? Let's do the smite. And I have 2 grit, so I can re-roll these if I don't get it. Okay, I got a 7. I don't get it, but I can spin a grit and re-roll one of those die. Let's do that. I got my 9. Okay, so that's going to be 9. That's 10 experience. And I'm going to smite. Three. Okay, let's re-roll that. Okay, that's 4. Okay, now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Inquisitor with that. Now he doesn't have any defense. So he's going to take 4 more damage. So he's pretty wounded. And that's going to be a problem when it comes for him to pop people. So we got to get lucky with that. Okay, so now it's the Crimson Hand's turn. And we're going to start with the easy one here. He, again, is going to take another shot at the Marshal. So I think we shall do that. And there we go. Let's roll the die. That's a hit. And can the Marshal evade that? He can. Alright. Now, we're going to move this Crimson Hand guy here. And then these two will definitely attack. Now, they're going to be attacking the Marshal. So let's do the one that's wounded first because he's going to get extra. He's going to get +1 damage. So he's going to get 6 extra damage for each combat hit. And he will do. He has 2 combat. Yeah, 2 combat. Okay, well he missed one. And he hit on. I missed the other one actually. So that's no damage. Wow. Okay, the other one's going to try to hit the Marshal. Okay, he hits once. Can the Marshal ignore that? No, but he can re-roll. And he still failed. Okay, and I have an armor. No. Okay, so the Marshal is going to take 3 damage from that hit. From the non-wounded one. Okay, now the Inquisitor is going to go. And I don't know who he's going to attack. Let's roll to see who he's going to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the Indian. He's going to attack the Indian. Okay. Of course, he's going to use his regular combat because of his thing. Because he's, for every wound, I believe it is +1 combat. It's +1 for every 100. But he does gain the Zealot. So, okay. So he's going to gain 6 combat. Okay, 1, 2, 3 hits. Can the Indian block any of these? He blocks 2. So he does take 1 hit. Now he's going to get 3 damage plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9 damage. So he got whopped really good. Yeah. He's at 12 damage. Now the Indian has a health of 17. And we have not used a revive or anything yet. So let's go ahead. That's the end of the turn. Let's roll for darkness and hope we're successful. Okay, well that's a little bit good. So I have an 8. And we're in the 8s right now. So it was actually barely just good. Okay, so our heroes are going to go. The Indian's going to go again. Let's start rolling with his movement. Okay, and he will combat the Inquisitor again. And he has 3 combat. Okay, well that's 3 hits. Now the guy's immune to critical hits, so that's fine. 3 hits. And let's see what happens. Well, this is 2. Nothing's getting through on that. This is 6 and this is 5. Okay, so he has a defense of 2, so he can only take 3. So he's going to take another 3. So he's going to take another 6 damage. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at 12 damage now. Now how many? He has double, right? Okay, so he's dead. He had 11 health. Because he was double their bonus. They had a bonus of 400. So that's 4. That's 8. And 8 plus 3 is 11. So the Inquisitor has been killed. So let's kill him. Wow, we took him out. Quiet, dog. Okay, so the Marshal's going to go. I'm going to try to shoot him and kill him, because if I do 1 damage to him, I get a free attack, and I can try to shoot one of those guys. So let's roll for his movement. Okay. Okay, well, that's a miss. So that's not going to happen. I don't have any grit. I don't have anything that lets me get another shot. Nope. Okay, so that was a big mistake. Okay, so let's go with the preacher, and I don't have any defense. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to smite again, and hopefully I can get it. Or I could try. I can at least get 1 damage on the other guy. The problem is it will be kind of like a choke point, and then he won't be able to. Yeah, okay. Let's try. Okay, so, oh man, come on. I got lucky on that. I got a 10. So, I'm not going to try to smite him. He's 1 away from dying. So what I am going to try to do is I'm going to try to smite one of these guys. And I'm probably going to go for this one. I think that would be okay. So, yeah. No defense. 2. Well, that's awful. And I can't re-roll that or nothing like that. So this guy takes 2 damage. I do get 10 experience. And that's the end of that. Well, they're going to go now. Okay, so I still think he's going to shoot at him. So let's see what we can do with that. Alright, he hits, but can the marshal ignore it? He can. Okay, and I think what I'm going to have to do is I think I'm going to have him move up. I have him attack the marshal, then I'll roll to see which one he attacks. But let's have the one get attacking the marshal first. And we have, you know, his combat. It's 2, but he's going to do extra damage if he hits. Okay, well, he hit 1, and let's see if we can ignore that. No, yeah, yes we can. So there's no damage there. Now let's roll to see. Okay, the Indian's getting attacked. Alright, so he's going to attack the Indian. 1 hit. Can the Indian ignore that? He cannot. And he's going to take 5 damage. Alright. I do have something though that oh, where is it? Oh yeah, the canteen. Okay, yeah, I should have did that last time. Alright, hold on. Okay, 9, that would have been 9, so he had 2. Okay, so he takes 5 damage. Now he's at 7. Because I used the canteen, it says once per adventure, heal 2d6 wounds. So there's that. Alright, so that's the end of that. Let's go ahead, roll for darkness. Okay, I got 12 again. Holy cow, look at that. And again, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody a grit. Except the Indian. The Indian's going to heal. And he's going to heal 2 damage. He's not getting a grit. That's fine. Okay, well, it's our hero's turn. Let's see our Indian. He's going to roll for movement. He does not get anything. And he's going to do combat. Okay, well, he hit once. This is, again, not that good. But he does do, however, 3 damage. So that's fine. Okay, so the marshal's going to go. Let's roll for his movement. Okay, and he's going to attack. Okay, he rolled a 1, so we're going to reuse that grit. He misses. This is just getting out of hand with him. Okay, however, now it's the preacher's turn. Alright, he's not going to roll anything. He will physically attack that guy right there. Okay, well, he does get 1 hit. I could spend a grit to re-roll that. But I'll save it, because I needed it for that. Okay, that's 5. He's going to do 3 damage. He's going to kill that guy. This guy is dead. He's going to gain 40 experience for that. Okay, so now the Crimson Hand are going to go again. And I think I'm going to do... He's going to shoot at the marshal. And he misses. And then he will physically attack the marshal. And he misses both turns. And that's the end of that. So let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, I got a 9. Again, I got lucky with that. Alright, let's do the Indian. He's going to roll. He rolls a 6. I think what I'm going to have him... No, he's not in combat with that guy. So I'm going to have him do... I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And he will take a shot at that guy right there. He gets 2 shots. He gets 2 crits. So he does 6 damage. So that guy is 1 away from dying. Let's roll for the marshal. Okay. Now, if we can kill this guy, we can take a shot at him. Okay, we got a crit, so we know this guy's dead. This guy's dead. Boom. He's taken out. We'll give him 40 experience. And because of that, he's going to heal 1 wound. Actually going to gain 50 because it was clean up the west. It's 50 experience. He's going to take a shot at him. Oh, that's not going to do it. So there we go. Okay, it's the preacher's turn. We're going to roll for his movement. He rolls a 6, so we're going to move him 1, 2, 3. He's going to go there. Actually, yeah, we'll go there. And he's going to try to finish this guy off. We need 1 hit. We get 2 hits. And we kill him. So there we go. And that is that. Now, I do get to roll on a 5+ to see if we can keep these bones. And we cannot. So the bones are not going to be able to get kept. Okay, so there we go. Each hero may draw 2 extra loot cards. Okay, so let's do that. So, first loot card for the Indian. They're going to get a total of 3. Draw a gear card. He gets healing herbs. Oh, wow. Gain 1 herb token. Okay. That is not very good. Okay. The Marshal is going to get some gold nuggets. 150 bucks. And 20 experience. Preacher is going to get some cash. He's going to get 20 experience and 50 bucks. Alright, the Indian is going to gain some Darkstone. D3. 2. Marshall is going to gain $250. And the Preacher is going to gain some gold nuggets. $100 and 20 experience. Okay, and the last loot card for the Indian is some coins, $25 and 20 experience. The Marshall's last one is a Darkstone shard, 20 experience. And the Preacher, I don't know why I'm paying. Preacher gets a gear card and 20 experience. Let's see what he gets. A pickaxe. Well, I think we'll probably just sell that for $300 when we go to the store. Okay, so let's do the corruption for Darkstone. Now, he may remove, because he has the ribbon, 1 corruption from at the end of the adventure, but he does have 2 Darkstone. See if he gains any more corruption. He gains 1 more. He's going to gain 1 corruption. Okay, but he does gain 2 more Darkstone. Okay. All right. Let me see here. See if he gains a corruption for this. No. And he didn't get any Darkstone. So there we go. Okay, so we'll head to town. And all we really need to do is really get rid of corruption. So, and sell an item at the general store. So let's go ahead and get that going. I'll get that board set up and we'll be good. Okay, so I rolled a 4. It's up here at the Badlands. So Hilltown is the closest town, and that's a plague town. Okay. You have to have a doctor's office and a church there. Unwanted attention markers are ignored. And anytime we roll a 7, we have to roll a brush with a plague. The daily event for the day is all location event charts in town are -1. So that's not good. However, let's do our event charts. Let's see what we're gonna get. Alright, so the first one we're gonna roll is a 3 and a 1. And that's gonna be March of the Lost Army. Okay, over here must make a luck 5 plus test. Alright, so the Indian has a luck of 2, 3. There's a luck of 3. He makes it. So he's going to gain 20 experience. Okay, he has a luck of 3. Do I have anything else? No. He passes, so he's going to get 20 experience. The preacher has a luck of 3. No. 2. But he passed, no problem. So he's going to get 20 experience. So that was not a problem. Okay, our second event is going to be 6, 6. Traveler on the road. Let's see what we roll. 3. All heroes may fully heal their sanity and remove D3 corruption points. Wow. Traveling missionary. Well, that's good because we can remove. We were wanting to do that. All right, so he can remove 2, so he has no point in going anywhere. He will remove 1 because he'll get 1, and he'll remove 1. So all we really got to go is the general store when we get there. That was actually a good little thing. And we have 35. And that is ruin 4. Each hero loses 1 grit. If you do not have a grit to lose, instead lose D3 sanity damage, ignoring willpower, and carry it over to the next adventure. Okay, well, it's fine. Alright, so let's go to the Plague Town. We just want to go to the general store because we want to sell the pickaxe. Let's roll on the event chart, see what we get. 5. Well, that is terrible. That is cost increases. All purchases are plus 50 bucks. Okay, well, that's fine. We're just going to sell that. So we sold our thing. And let's see here. I can tend to the sick. Let's do that. Let's have the Indian and the marshal. They're going to give up their day. And they're going to tend to the sick. Okay, any hero may give up their day to aid the victims of the plague. Make a cunning 4 plus test. For every 4 plus rolled, the hero gains 25 experience. Okay, alright, so let's start with the Indian. He has a 2 cunning, 3 cunning, and he rolled 1 6. That's good. That's he's going to gain 25 experience. And since he rolled a 6, I can draw a gear card. For every one, okay, hero takes, alright, 1d6 wounds. I'm going to cancel that out. I'm not going to take the wounds, but I'm not going to draw the gear card. Okay, and now the U.S. Marshal, he's being a nice guy. He's going to do the same thing. He has 4 cunning. He did roll 6, no ones. And for every 4, he's going to gain 75 experience points for that. And he actually is going to get a gear card. That was nice. Let's see what this is. And this is gunpowder keg. Wow. This card to throw just like dynamite. After any bounce, models in the same and adjacent spaces take peril, ignoring defense. Any other models on the same take 2 hits from falling debris. Okay, well, we'll take it. However, we're not going to use this. I'm not going to take it. I'll just take the $400 because I can't carry this thing around. This is kind of Can you imagine me? We don't have a wagon or nothing yet. And all I have is really cosmetics and stuff like that. Stuff you can carry. So I can't carry that. So I'll just take the $400. I have to disregard that until I get a stagecoach or something. And then seriously though, how are you going to carry a gunpowder keg with you when you're just walking around? Okay, well, there we go. Alright, so that is the end of our day. I don't think there's nothing that bad that can happen. Nope. And that's all the only day we're going to spend there. So that is the end of that. So that was the Crimson Hand. Now, again, we got lucky. It didn't seem too hard. It's because we got lucky. We got lucky in several ways. One, I kept making darkness rolls when we were fighting them. So that never came into play, their trait. That was excellent. Two, we got lucky again because I got kind of a low thing. That was only $400. And I got lucky on the two peril die, on the extra peril, two peril die roll. I got 3 apiece. So we got really lucky on that. So, but the Crimson Hand, make no mistake, they can be tough if you don't roll lucky. If you don't roll lucky, you're kind of screwed against them. But that said, I do recommend you get the Crimson Hand, especially if you like their other games like Fortune Glory, Touch of Evil, for the continuity on it. Alright, and I hope you enjoyed the taste of that. So next up is all 3 groups are going to be having adventures in the next Otherworld, which will be the Caverns of Cinder. So I hope you stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoy it. And until then,